Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're going to create a hierarchical chart, an organizational chart within a spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel, and this is the one we're going to create. Now before we start, I want to show you how I arrange the data so that we can just do this with a copy paste. So this is Emily Anderson, who's the CEO, and then the next line in our data is this person here, and then the next line are going to be his direct reports. So we're going all the way down here within a division of our organization before we swing back and look at Sarah Miller, and here she is, and here are her direct reports. And then we're going over here to the Chief Technology Officer and the direct reports there in the order in which they are going to appear in the chart, and then the operations. This is probably the best way to arrange your data anyway, because you'll be looking by division rather than looking at all your first level managers and then the second level managers. I just think it makes sense to put your data like that. It also makes it really easy to get a hierarchical chart out of it. So here is the same data that we had in the previous spreadsheet, but we've got some area to work in here. I'm going to start by adding the element that is going to do the hierarchical chart for us. So we're going to the Insert tab. We're going here to SmartArt, and down here to Hierarchy. I'm just going to choose the first of these hierarchical charts. I'll click OK, and that's now inserted in my document. I can click the flyout here to see the text area, and we could type all our data in here, but it's going to be much easier if we actually delete it and then copy and paste this data in. So I'm going to select all this data and go to copy. I'm going to come back to my chart. I'm going to select over the thing that I don't want and then just click paste. And that puts all the data in, but you can see that all these people are at the same level in the chart. It's also pretty hard to see what's going on here. So what I'm going to do is go up to the first person, and that, as we discovered, was our CEO. The next person works underneath them. It's the next level of the organization. So inside them, I'm just going to click in their text area. I'm just going to hit the tab key. You can see that's moving them down here. Now the next person, as we already discovered, works in a level below the Chief Financial Officer. So for her, we're going to hit the tab key twice, and that moves her down the list. And then the next person goes down a level further. So I'm hitting the tab key 3 times. Then we have a junior accountant. That's tabbing one more time than previously, and I've got another junior accountant, and they're going to be at the same level as the previous junior accountant. Just be sure that you don't go too far. If you go too far with somebody, just hold the shift key as you hit the tab key, and that'll wind them back up the list. Now this next person, our Chief Marketing Officer, is working below the CEO. So I'm just going to hit the tab key to put her into position, and then the tab key twice to put in her first direct report, and then the tab key 3 times to put in the next person in the marketing department at the level that they appear in. We're back up now to some second level people. This is our Chief Technology Officer. Just going to press the tab key once to put them in position, and then twice for their direct report. And then as we go down the list, 3 times for this person, and then 4 times for our IT support. Chief Operations Officer, we're back to first level here, so I'm just going to put them in at first level. And then the Operations Manager, twice for their direct report, 3 times for the direct report underneath them, and 4 times for this direct report underneath this last person. So it's just really a process of just tabbing to put people into the right place. Now because I added not only the person's name but also their position within the organization, you can see that these are all just popping in the right place in the chart. There is another way to arrange your data, so let's just have a look at this. In this case, I've got the person's name and the position they hold in the company within one cell, but there's 2 lines here. Every one of these is 2 lines, these cells. So how you do that, I'm just going to type in here just one person. So once I've typed in Sarah Miller, to get to the second line, I'm going to hold down the Alt key and press the Enter key, and that adds a second line within the cell. So you can have multi-lines within a cell, and with this arrangement, this is going to work perfectly with those SmartArt charts as well. So let's just go and recreate this very quickly within this particular worksheet, just to see how, depending on how you arrange your data, you can get some really nice results within these hierarchical charts. So arranging the data with 2 lines in a cell also ends up with the data nicely arranged within this hierarchical chart. It also has avoided the necessity of putting dashes in front of things, because you'll see that the names and the job titles are actually separated within the chart. But let's go back to the chart that we were working on. What I'm going to do now is format this in a nice way. So I'm selecting on the chart, I'm going to the SmartArt Design tab, and we've also got the Format tab. If I drop down this list, you'll see that you have options for the design of the chart, but if you want colors, you're going to change colors. I'm going to select one of these color options. So this is giving us a multicolored chart. If I don't like the color that has been assigned to one of these levels, I'm going to select on it. I'm going to the Format tab, and I'm going to change the shape fill. So for this one, I might choose a different color. And down here for these 4th and 5th levels in the organization, I'm going to format those differently. I'm selecting them by holding the Shift key as I click on each of them, and then I can go to the shape fill and I can find a different color to use for those as well. Now, if you want to lift this chart off the background of the worksheet, you can also add a background to the chart. So I've got the entire chart selected. I'm going to Format, I'm going to Shape Fill, and in this case, I'm going to add a white fill, but I could also add a colored fill behind it. And that's just going to blank out the cells in the worksheet behind the chart and give a nicer presentation. This can then be copied and pasted inside another document. But if you're familiar with working in Excel, you may find it just easier to create your hierarchical charts inside Excel. And of course, this can be edited like any other SmartArt object. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.